My name is Caitlin Miller. I'm in 8th grade and my experiment was plant growth under colored light. My abstract. Approximately 10 to 20% of U.S. greenhouses use grow lights to promote plant growth. Colored light can be used to help plants grow higher. This experiment tests different colors of light to determine how each color impacts plant growth. The hypothesis is if you put a plant under different colored lights, then the plant should grow the highest under blue light. To perform this experiment, soybean seeds were planted and placed in a greenhouse for 15 days. 4 different colors of cellophane, blue, red, green, and yellow, were placed over the soybeans to determine which would help the plants grow the highest. A control group of seeds was also planted with no cellophane. A clear light was turned on for 12 hours every day. The data analysis supported the hypothesis. The soybeans that were covered with the blue cellophane grew the highest on average after 15 days, with an average of 15.5 centimeters. The control group was the second highest with an average of 14.7 centimeters, followed by yellow at 13.9, green at 13.7, and red at 13 centimeters. This experiment did prove that blue light can help plants grow higher than just clear light. The other colors of light, however, did not help soybeans grow higher than just clear light alone. If I repeated this experiment, I would use a larger greenhouse so the plants should grow for another couple of weeks. Question: how does the color of light affect how high a plant grows? My hypothesis was, if you put a plant under different colored light, then the plant should grow the highest under blue light. Independent variable: the color of cellophane. Dependent variable was the height of the plant. The control group was the plants with no cellophane. Constants were same cups, same soil, same greenhouse, same person measuring the plants, and same type of water. I did 75 trials total, 15 for each color of cellophane and the control. Research: placing plants under different colored lights can have lots of benefits. Blue light helps with plant cell wall structure and height. Blue light wavelengths are necessary for plant growth and help them have healthy and strong stems and leaves. Red and yellow light can boost the photosynthesis in a plant, which helps with height growth. Some studies show that green light hinders the growth of a plant because they reflect the green light wavelengths, so the plants won't absorb the light. Other studies say that green light can help with photosynthesis. Light is made up of wavelengths of light, and each wavelength is a certain color. Different colors of visible light that we see are caused by the wavelengths that are reflected back to our eyes. LED grow lights are now capable of mimicking natural light by producing all the full spectrum visible light colors our eyes can see. Each color of light affects plant growth in a different way. I used different colors of cellophane to see how each color of light affected plant growth individually. Soybeans came from Southeast Asia from Chinese farmers in about 1100 BC. The first soybean seed came to America in 1765. Soybeans are a great source of fiber and protein. For a soybean to grow, they need full sun and approximately 1 inch of water per week. Soybeans will start to sprout in about 4 to 7 days after being planted and are fully ready to harvest in 45 to 65 days. A soybean's average height is 2 to 3 feet tall. Soybeans are planted in the spring and harvested in the fall. Planting a soybean in a house requires a few differences from growing them outdoors in a field. When planted outside, they need around 8 hours of sunlight a day. The best temperature for them to grow in is between 70 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. When planting a soybean indoors, they need between 8 to 12 hours of light a day, which you can achieve from a grow light. Soybeans will grow best in a greenhouse where you can keep a constant temperature between 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit and maintain high humidity. It is recommended to use distilled water and plant the seeds in a high-quality potting soil. Materials: 2 small greenhouses, 75 small Dixie cups, distilled water, soil, blue, red, green, and yellow cellophane, soybean seeds ruler, measuring cup, pencil, notebook, pen, phone, and tape. As you can see in the picture, that is the potting soil that I used. Procedure: gather all your materials. Place 15 Dixie cups in a greenhouse. Fill each of the cups with 75 milliliters of soil. Plant 1 soybean seed in each cup 3 centimeters deep. Pour 7.5 milliliters of distilled water into each cup. Cover the greenhouse with blue cellophane. Place the lid on the greenhouse. Turn on the light for 12 hours every day. Water the plants as needed with 7.5 milliliters of distilled water in each cup. Record results every day for 15 days. Repeat steps 2 through 10 with red, green, yellow, and no cellophane. Record all your results and make your data table and graph. This is my data table. This is my graph. This is my average data table where you can see the blue cellophane helped the plants grow the highest and the red helped them grow the least. This is my graph where you can see once again the order and that all of the colors of cellophane were very close on average. Data analysis. As shown in the graphs above, the soybean plants that were placed under the blue cellophane grew the highest on average after 15 days. Surprisingly, the soybeans that grew the second highest were the control plants with no cellophane. Third highest were the plants placed under the yellow cellophane, followed by green, and finally the red cellophane. The results supported the hypothesis that if you place a plant under different colored light, then the plants will grow the highest under blue light. Conclusion. How does the color of light affect how high a plant grows? My hypothesis was if you put a plant under different colored light, then the plant should go the highest under blue light. To conduct my experiment, I took 15 Dixie cups and filled them with 75 milliliters of soil each. I then planted a soybean seed 3 centimeters deep in each of the 15 cups. Next, I watered each seed with 7.5 milliliters of distilled water and placed the cups in the greenhouse. Finally, I covered the greenhouse with blue cellophane and placed the lid on the greenhouse. The clear light that is on top of the greenhouse was turned on for 12 hours every day from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. This light combined with the blue cellophane represented a plant growing under blue light for 12 hours a day. I recorded the growth of the plants every day for 15 days. I watered the plants as needed. I repeated this experiment with the red, green, and yellow cellophane. I also did an experiment with a control group of seeds that used no cellophane to represent the plants growing under just clear light. The only problem I had during this experiment was that I originally used egg cartons instead of Dixie cups to plant the seeds in. However, they were not deep enough, and after a week, all the plants were falling over, so I had to stop that experiment and start over using Dixie cups. The one thing that surprised me was the control group grew higher than the red, yellow, and green plants. The hypothesis was correct. The plants placed under the blue light did in fact grow the highest. The one thing I would do differently next time is I would use a larger greenhouse so the plants could go for another couple of weeks to see if this changed the results of plant growth. I did this experiment because I've always loved plants and I was really interested to see if the blue cellophane truly did help the plants grow higher than all the other colors of light, including just clear natural light. These are my works cited. All pictures were taken by Karen Miller, and this is my quad chart.